So read this, each test case, and test case name. This is the very important, okay? And so test case ID, that is mandatory. You are going to give that any specific number, okay? So validate navigating to home page from shopping cart page. So that means you should be in the shopping cart page. From there, you have to navigate back to home page. So we already did this, right? This test case with the automation we already did. So we enter any existing product name into the search text field. So that's what any, right? You just go here. Do the one by one step you read and execute it. So this is the existing product, any product, Mac, okay, right? We'll just type Mac. Just click on search. That's what it is there. So just follow this. Click on the button having search icon. Click on add to cart button on the product. So you see add to cart button. Just click on add to cart. Just do whatever it is steps are saying. That's how you need to write the steps. So steps means the flow. So how you will navigate to that flow. So here, see prerequisite, open application URL. So first you should open the application URL. Without opening, you cannot perform these steps. That's a preconditions or prerequisites for these steps. That's a prerequisites or preconditions. So that you have to mention very clearly. And then say next. So click add to cart button is done. Third step is done. Click on the shopping cart link in the displayed success message. See, read and see shopping cart. Is there, right? In the success, this is the success message. Here you need to click on shopping cart link. That's what it is. Step is saying. Read the step and perform the action in the application. So you can find here. See, you can find the shopping cart. Click on that. See, next. So click on continue shopping button in the displayed shopping cart page. Continue. So look further, where is that? So continue shopping, this one. Right? Click on the continue shopping. That means one more you add it. So that's what you are navigating back. That's what, right? From shopping cart to here. So any name, product name, test data. See, the test data is important. What test data is? User should take to home page. It came to home page, right? That means it is working as expected. Then actually you need to write. Maybe I don't want to disturb this. I'll put this, save it as a. I'll save this copy. Test results, okay? Test results. Test log or test results. Test log .xls. So test log means, so what will happen? You have to write an actual result. So executing one by one and writing the actual result. See, actual result we can write only during execution time. While designing the test case time, you will write only till here. Till expect result only we will write. So expect a result to test data, test steps, and then prerequisites. So test case title. These are the things only you will fill in the beginning when you are getting a requirements, understanding the requirements, then start designing the test case, right? Designing the test case means when you get a requirement, you understand them, understand the flow, and that flow you will write in the test steps. See how we have written here. So if you follow these steps, everybody should execute and perform the action. So now I executed and I got the same page. So our user navigated, user is taken to home page. So that you write user home page. That's it. So priority, so you can give priority. So whatever the priority one, P2, I'll just give P2, not that much, okay? And result pass. Basically, it's a pass. Here you have already. So you have to select. I think the results will be. Okay. See, for fail, blocked, not tested, pass. Select the pass. So this is how you can execute and so complete it. Then go back. See what is the next test case. Validate navigating to home page from order success page. Which page? Order success page. So perform the same things. Click on continue button in the success page. So you have to execute this one. So you execute this and there you have to go back and see, search the iMac products, add to cart, shopping cart, order success page. So maybe order success page means click on continue button in the success page. Continue shopping button. Open the application here and place an order. So we have to place an order, check out. That means we have to check out, right? Check out. And it is asking for login, right? So if you see or you successfully complete the order, then you can do all those things. I can log in, right? I think password is test @123. Okay, and then click on continue. Checkout is done. So, and this one you can use continue and just add the test. Cash and delivery, you can just put, check the checkbox and confirm the order. So this is the order has been placed, right? Order has been placed. So here you click on continue. This is the success page. This is the success page. These steps we have to write all these steps in this Excel sheet, right? So this Excel sheet, you have to write all these steps. So this is a minimal, right? We don't understand here. So you have to write the same steps, how you have proceeded, so that steps are missing. Or this is somewhere as written in the shopping cart. Yeah.
We have to write above 5 points also, sir.
Exactly. You have to write here, the beginning, these things again, you don't need to write. That you mentioned. So now user should be in the shopping cart page.
Okay.
So you have to write place an order means that's what you add. Place an order means you should be there. So that's the meaning of that. Place an order instead of our user should be in the shopping cart page and continue from there. So here now continue button is there, right? This is the continue. They have written. So they have written here, place an order, you might have known already here, checkout. Here checkout is there, right? The checkout they mentioned already, all these steps. See, they mentioned already. So this one. So these steps you have to already known this, then only can perform those actions. See, checkout header, this ones. And all these steps one by one, if you execute only, you will come to know this. And then this validate ER1. So we need to find out where is this ER1. Add to cart is one, validate ER2. So year 1 and year 2, where is the year 1 and year 2? This maximum, this checkout page, my account information, change password, address book. No, we don't need them. Checkout shopping cart page only. So add to cart is here. This one is fine. Add to cart you can understand easily. This one. And that these steps are missing here. We need to write those steps in the home page. Or this already written somewhere. That's why so we just mentioned here validate year 1, right? So either it in the checkout page, it is there. Checkout page, it is there. And from there, so you first need to complete these steps. So then you can see checkout button in the shopping cart page. After that, click on checkout header option, then click on cart button displayed on black color in the home page. But these are the different test cases and all the steps we are giving here. Click on button having set check and this is done. Here it is. Here it is all the steps, I think. Place an order. Let's see, place an order anywhere. Already without entering, that is not the one. Check out as a signed in user. This is the signed in user. This is the one. So this is the one you have to execute first. Then you will come to know. So what are all the steps? So just a normal, right? So this continue button, if you click, it should navigate back to home page. Click on this. So you came back. So that means this is also working as expected. So that you will write here. User should navigate. That expected always observe here. Should be taken to home page. So you can say this user is taken to home page. After all those actions, it is taken to home page. That's it. Then you can say P2 and you can say pass. So that's it. So you can easily see these colors, okay? Automatically, those will come. So what is the next one? So read the one by one step and
The
execute.
validate ER means
That before steps to reach this place an order page, that's all the test cases. Steps I told, right? Steps are missing. They instead of writing, they just put that. Okay. So you add the next steps.
in above 5th point also validate ER1.
So validate ER1, we need to find out where that is ER. I'm checking where they mentioned ER. We need to find out that ER. In all the step, no different pages, this ER, where they have written ER, register. This is the test case, login. That is epic requirement, I think. The requirement verify ER1, ER2. That means a requirement. These are all epic requirement. Maybe in the requirement that will be there. So that requirement document we don't have, right? That's the main. So I'm thinking is in the requirement, the steps will be there. But here we have to add steps. What are the steps I told? So that steps you have to add. So then the first here, this why they haven't added here is it is saying place an order. So that's that is the reason they are not adding all the steps. So you might know how to place the order. So the placed order might be there in the checkout. So place an order, add to the shopping cart, validate now into the shopping cart. Navigating to checkout page, I using shopping cart header option. Validate navigating to checkout page. Validate checkout as a signed in user. Validate checkout as a signed in user. Validate checkout as a signed in user. Validate without entering any fields. That's okay. Negative test case. Signed in user. Entering new address into the mandatory fields. Delivery details section during. So validate checkout page. Delivery method of the checkout page. Validate guest checkout. Validate checkout as a new user. Checkout by sign in. Validate the UI of the UI. Validate checkout by sign in. This is the placing an order, I think. So this is the placing an order. All the steps. Click on confirm order. So this is these steps you have to add there completely. This here is nothing but a epic requirement. The requirement, they will give all these steps. Epic requirement 2 about this login button. Requirement 3 they have given. And validate ER4. All this is they have given in this user story, basically. These are user stories. That user stories, they will mention these points. That's the ER1 means. Check the checkout functionality in all the supported environments. So different environments, you have to check that. So same functionality is working or not. So that is the, I think this is a requirement. Okay, so this is the requirement. Next, validate navigate to home page from any page of the application using logo. So logo means this one, right? So when you navigate, this is the logo. If you click on this, it should come to home page. So you go to the registration page, okay? My account page. You're all in my account page. I'll search it. I went to different page. I can click on this. Again, you will come back. This is the simple test case. So that you write it. So click on the logo, your store in your application. That's what I click on open code. This is your store. You click on this logo. This is the logo. If you click, you will come back to home page. So we are able to navigate. So write that also. There is no test data for that. You're not giving any test data. So user is taken to home page. I can give very low priority for this. Not that much important.
Total, how many priorities?
P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. P1 is the P0 also. Sometimes the people will call. P0 means highest priority. So P1 little bit less than P0. P0 means urgent issue. So you have to give high priority, high preference for that. Next, validate navigating to home page from any category page which don't have any products. So see that open the application URL over the mouse on desktops menu. So where is this desktop menu? Right, this one. So this is not having products, right? Go there. Okay, so that's what steps also there. Go there. You can see that. Select PC0 option, which has 0 products. Click on continue button in the PC category page having 0 products displayed. See, PC category, click on continue button. So say again, you came back, right? This is the test case, what it is saying, you have to read. So you have to navigate back to this product page from where that doesn't have any products. So user is taken to home page. So I can say this is also P3. So not that much. Pass. And next test case, home page. Validate hero images and its slider options in the home page. So hero images and slider options. Check out the hero images and slider option on the displayed home page. So this is basically, you can read the expected results. Correct hero images should be displayed. Hero images should automatically slide. So these are the hero images. These are the things. Okay. These are the automatically scrolling, right? Or if you click also, it should scroll. And even you have bottom side also, automatically they are scrolling, right? So that's what it is saying very clearly. And manual user should be able to slide the hero images using arrow marks. Manual user should be able to slide the hero images using swiper pagination bullets under the hero images. So here, this is the swiper images. You can even do that also. This is the one. And this is the one. And even this with this also, you should be able to do that. Right? So these are the, see, everything you are testing. So this is what you need to test. If they give for a web application for testing, each and every link is working or not. Each and every image is properly displayed or not. So, and also whatever the links you have, whatever the images you have properly displaying or not, central aligned or not, everything you have to check. All the links and functionalities, mainly functionalities you need to focus. So primary focus should be on the functionalities. Later UI testing like alignments and any spelling mistakes. Those things you can take it later, but still you can consider them, but low priority you can give for them. So very low priority you can give for them. And that is the one, say we are able to execute all of them, right? You just write that, all this step by step you need to write. So correct. See, each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expected results are there. All these expected results are working. That you need to tell. So first one. So I'll just copy this. All the 5 steps I'm writing. What is my observation on this? Correct hero images are displayed. Right? And hero images are automatically slided. That is also done. Manually, user is able to slide and hero images using options. Manually, user is able to slide the hero images, swiper pagination bullets under the hero images. User is able to. So should is not going to come in the expected result. Scroll the images by selection, holding and sliding the hero images. That's it. So you can give this P1 priority. So this is the important functionality only. Or you can say P1 functionality. This is a functional. So you can say pass. And then next one is, let's move on to the next test case. So validate the 4 feature products should be displayed in home page. 4 feature products in the home page. So right, these are the one, right? Featured. See the feature products. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? It displayed. So that is what it is asking. So just check out the featured section. This is the featured section in the displayed home page. So 4 featured products are displayed in the featured section. So write that. Write the same thing. Your observations you have to write here. So okay, you're expecting this and what is currently. So that's what the expected result means. Actual result means is displayed. Is displayed in the featured section. All the option of the products in the featured section, so working correctly, are working. So we didn't, how do you know working correctly and how can you say that? Click on that. Right? So it should go to detail space. Again, go back. So click on that. So like before writing the actual result, you perform the action. Then only you write that. Are working or not means you have to click. When you click the feature product, it should navigate to detail space. Product detail space. This is the product detail space. And that's what you need to write very clearly. So that's working perfectly. And this is another P1 functionality. And you can see if products are not working, it doesn't work. That's why it's a P1 functionality. Next. So validate partner carousel sections. And it's a slider options in the home page. So partner carousel. So you can see under below, there is a partner. These are the bottom side ones. So these are the one partner carousel. Carousel means these ones. These ones. Carousel means. So these are working or not. So he's asking. Just check that. That's our partner carousel is working or not. And so those are working. Just write that. Check the partner carousel logo images and slider options on displayed home. So they are working, right? All the correct logo images are displayed. So just write all these steps, your actual result also. So you see here, so what is happening? Correct logo images of the partners should be displayed. So logo images are proper, right? It should not be, cross icon like that. So images are displaying properly. So that's the first step. Logo images should automatically slide. So they are sliding automatically. You can see that, right? They're sliding. So that is also happening. And even you can click on this arrow marks, that is also doing. We already performed these actions.
Nothing, sir. We have written the same thing above also.
That is a hero images means on the top ones, these ones.
Hero.
Okay, these ones, okay?
Okay.
These are the carousel icons. So users should be able to scroll the logos and we have seen all this, okay? And just write your actual result. So correct logo images of the partners is displayed. You can put is displayed. So that's it. First one. Logo images are so logo images are automatically slide. Manually user is so able to do that. So this is also is able to slide the logos. User is able to scroll the logo images. So this is also, you can put P2, so not that much very important. And put P2 right. Next. So what is the next one? Read the steps. Validate, navigate to home page using home icon option of the breadcrumb in the different pages of the application. You have to, so you go to different applications, different pages. So we have seen now the details page I went. I clicked on this is the breadcrumb. So I clicked on this home icon. So I navigated to home page. Even you try with the different pages also. Same is happening or not. Search page also you go that. Try it out. So click on this. See we are navigating. So that's working. So write that. User is taken to home page. This is also P1. So because that user friendly, that's important. Next. So validate the UI of home page functionality. So what you will check as a UI, so UI functionality. So you have to check so the icons are displayed properly or not. These are all when you mouse over it is showing menu or not, and these images are proper or not. So alignment is correct or not. So color contrast is proper or not. And when you press the tab, right? When you press the tab, is it going properly or not in the same direction? See, it is going properly, right? So that you have to see that this tabbing is working or not. With the tab keyboard, we are able to select the options or not. So these are all things you have to check when you're testing UI functionality. Okay, so that's what this test case one. So UI functionality, what you need to check that the color and font size is same or not. So all the UI checklist I have given right in the last class. So spelling mistakes, alignment, color contrast, and
Font size,
font size, font color,
consistency between the words,
consistency of the this products, the same card size should be same. And okay, so it should not be up and one it should not be down. So it should be same size and height. Everything should
tab
be.
order.
So that those are all things you have to check. That's a UI checklist. So all the UI checklist you have to mention. So proper UI othering to this. You can mention that. If anything is problem, just file the bug. Proper UI othering to the UI checklist is displayed. Home page functionality. So grab the text. Okay, these are very minimal. Okay, I can give P3. So UI all you can say low priority. So not that much. It's not breaking any functionality. So functionality main important. So validate the home page functionality in all the supported environments. So maybe browsers, different browsers you have to. So now we are checking in the Edge browser. Same you check in the Chrome browser, check in the Firefox browser. So they will give you this requirement. So which environments you need to test. So all those environments you test it. So this maybe you can say test a different environment, different browsers, right? So this is the very important functionality. Home page functionality is working on different browsers. I'll just say, I'll mention home page functionality is working. So home page functionality is working. Correctly in all the supported browsers. I'll mention browsers we tested. That's why browsers and environments means you can say what environments like a test environment, right? And environments you can mention maybe test, stage, UAT, production. So this environment names will vary from company to company. So there's no thumb rule. You should be same. They can use a different names. Don't worry about this. So this is the kind of names will be there generally, but you can follow the company rules. So this is the very important. So P1 functionality. That's it. How to execute test cases. And let me show you quickly one bug. Okay, so this one, the registration, we have a bug, right? So this bug, so how many of you know what is the bug here?
Confirmation email does not send.
Email is not
Confirmation
going.
email is not received.
That is the one. So that is the bug. So that bug you need to see that. Validate the thank you for registering email is sent to the registered email address. This is that test case is not working. So you have to say this one failed. So status you can say. So the email is not going, right? So that's why failed. So then you should email is not received. You can simply say, so email is not received. So you raise a bug. So this is the P1. So this is a P1. And so that bug number you can mention here. So this is the how you can file. So again, these steps only will write there. These steps only will write there. Right? These steps only will write. And those steps you write and add all the data. Required data you add and assign to the development team. So the steps is very important, and you have to write a issue, then reproducible steps and screenshots. You give the test data. First test data is very important. So what are the email IDs you have used? That email IDs, phone number, everything you mention in the test data. And so those things you can mention in the reporting time also. Any bug, very, very important. That's why steps are very, very crucial. So why test case document is important is it will be very useful for you to understand the functional flow, step-by-step flow. And this is the functionality, how you are going to test and execute one by one, then you will understand. If you execute and same way you will write any company you go, this is the procedure you will follow. You should know the steps, how you are testing that. So as a tester, you need to remember, if you're navigating to different page, you have to remember what actions you have done in the previous page, what data you have given. That is very crucial. If you're not remembering, record them, okay? Record or somewhere note down what data you have given, what option you selected from the drop downs, what checkbox you checked. So these are all very important. In the steps you have to mention very, very clearly. Then only they will follow those steps and they can proceed. If your steps are, you check when you read and execute the steps, are you able to reproduce the issue? If you are not able to reproduce and you cannot raise a bug. You cannot raise a bug, all those. Okay, that's the one thing. And I
Yes,
want to.
Sir, here in test steps are duplicated.
So you can write, or you can write, if duplicates means you can write. So the step one, you say that finish the registration. You write here precondition. The precondition you change. So what is the test case? You see that. What is the test case they're saying? Validate, first one is validate registering an account by providing only the mandatory fields. So validate the thank you for registering email is sent to the registered. So you will say here, instead of this, you say this, user must have registered. So that all the steps will be avoided, right? User should be registered, right? So then you don't need to write these all steps. So only steps you can see.
No problem.
So the continue button onwards, right? Here. So maybe here, check the email address. Only the 5 and 6 will be there. If you write like this. Clear? That's a prerequisite means.
Clear.
So this is the prerequisite means, okay, if you don't want to repeat these steps, you write here in the precondition. So the registration people might know. So this, okay, you have to perform to register this, all these pages. So that you will write here. That's how you need to proceed if you don't want duplicate steps. Okay.
You can write the duplicates also.
Duplicates not required. You should not write. But if you want, if it is very big and you cannot write everything, right? That's why prerequisite will help you there. You can avoid now these ones. Same steps, right? I can avoid this. 4 steps I can avoid. Only steps 1, 2. That's it. This is how we need to, because this is clearly mentioning user must have registered and should be in the success page. So, and should be in success page. Okay, so this is enough, and then you know how to register, and you already done on the top, and you will perform before doing this action, this test case. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we can avoid the duplicate steps. But this duplicate steps, when there, if a new person comes, first he had to execute this one, and he should understand the application by that time. And new persons, this will help you also. But let's. So it's generally we won't follow that. We'll always follow the previous step. Here you will write. One summarized step name you will write here. Generally. Again, you are not going to write all the steps. See, this is the one he is providing all the this you need. You don't need any again prerequisite here. You are registering here again. So that's one thing. Validate the proper notification messages are displayed for the mandatory fields when you don't provide any fields in the register account. So this is also just a simple, right? Very simple test case, this one. So you go to just log out. Continue. So go to register, and here you already we tested this. See, proper error messages are displaying. That you write here, that's the test case is telling. So validation messages are displaying. You can write this. See that it is very clearly saying. The below error message should be displayed for the respective fields. For first name field, the warning message first name must be between 1 and 32 characters should be displayed. Go and see that. Is it displaying or not? So it display.
Display.
So that's a pass. So like this, you have to check all the fields. So that you write in the actual result. So error message, proper appropriate error messages are displayed. This I can give P2. And this is a fail. Yes. Pass. Pass, right? Pass. It is displaying. And appropriate error messages are displayed.
Error messages are displayed.
That's it. Okay. So this is how you need to execute, guys. Any questions before ending this? And I need to explain one more concept. Cover a few more things. Defect area I will cover tomorrow. But today, let's see one simple thing. This one, traceability matrix. So what is mean by traceability matrix? So traceability matrix is nothing but the mapping between
Ramesh, sorry to interrupt. We are hearing some noise. I think Pushpa or someone. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the requirement numbers, right? This is the mapping between requirements and test cases. That mapping must be done so that it will be easy. This is the scenario, the name, but there will be. So here we are writing ER1, ER2, right? Like that. So these are the requirement numbers. So that requirement number you will map here, or otherwise separately you have to prepare. Separately you will prepare, and like this. You'll prepare like this, FRS reference. You have to give a reference number here. Okay. That reference number you will mention here. Okay. This reference number is having how many scenarios or how many test cases. That mapping is called a traceability matrix. You'll just prepare like this, reference number and test case numbers, or you just mention test case ID. Okay. Test case IDs you mention. That's enough. You don't need to do much. Just you will prepare. Let me write one insert worksheet. Traceability matrix. So you will prepare a simple table, you prepare that. So what is the table you have to do? Test case ID or FRS first, FRS number. Okay, requirement, right? FRS number, then test case ID. Test case IDs you can pass it. So in this, you just prepare this. This is called a traceability matrix. So you are preparing, okay, each requirement. What are the different? So for example, FR1. So he is having how many test cases? You will mention the test case numbers. TC01, TC02, TC03, like this. And then FR2. So you'll mention TC04, TC05, TC06, TC07, like that. So this is called a mapping between requirements and test cases. So tomorrow, some change happens for this requirement, and you will come to know easily which test cases you need to modify and which test case you need to test again. So that is the crucial of this traceability matrix purpose. So what is the main advantage of this traceability matrix is any change happens and you will easily come to know which test cases need to modify. That's the first advantage. Second advantage, you will come to know whether you are covering all the requirements or not. You covered all the requirements or not, you will come to know very easily with this traceability matrix. And tomorrow, so whether you can check each requirement is tested or not before releasing. Quick release is there, and your manager can check, okay, have you tested all this? And he can check at very high level. He cannot go all the test cases, right? He can ask you, did you test all this? So very high level, it is easy for the tracking and checking whether coverage is coming proper or not, whether you covered all the requirements or not. They can easily track with this traceability matrix. After test case preparation, you have to prepare this traceability matrix. Okay, so that's the traceability matrix means. Any questions here? So the mapping between requirements to test cases is called traceability matrix. How do you know whether you covered all the requirements in your test case document? Through a traceability matrix document. So why it is important? So because why do you need a traceability matrix? So the requirements for a given function or feature have changed. Some of the fields now have different ranges that can be entered. So which tests were looking at these boundaries? They now need to change it, right? And how many tests will actually be affected by this change requirement? These questions can be answered easily by this traceability matrix. That's your manager will ask, okay, this requirement is changing, how many test cases we need to modify? If you already prepared this traceability matrix, you can easily tell. Suppose This one is changing. So how many test cases? 4 test cases. You can easily tell 4 test cases we need to modify. That's our one advantage. So then a set of tests that has run okay in the past has started a serious issues now. So what functionality actually this test cases are failed now? And you easily can trace it out by seeing the which requirement, which test cases are failing. You can easily trace out by seeing the traceability matrix. And then before delivering the new release, we want to know whether or not we have tested all the specified requirements in the requirement specification. So, and we can check here. You covered all of them, whether they are passed or not. You can check all this through traceability matrix. That's the traceability matrix piece. So this is one of the important part. And so whatever we prepared, first one is this is the test log. Test log means what will be there? Actual result, and the comments. And generally bug ID also will be, if bug ID is there, you can write a bug ID also. Okay, so this is the how you will prepare a test log report. You're logging your results, comparing your expected result to actual result. Both are same, then you're making pass status. Basically, this is the status, a result output. So that's all about a test case related. Any questions? Yeah, so